Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Convention with the weekly comic book roundup. We have made it to the last of our DC image video. So let's get started with Geiger number 12. Where we left off, Geiger was seemingly staying with Ash Arden, a woman who clothes like him, and apparently knows the scientist that helped Geiger use his boron rods, or basically managed to get into the boron rods. As Geiger calls him, Dr. Molotov. So the issue opens with this training. In an effort to basically keep Geiger calm when it comes to the radiation. Ash asks him if there was ever a time he suppressed the radiation without the rods. Tariq says that once. I believe it was in the end of the first Geiger mini, after Geiger seemingly taken on and Junkyard Joe. And she tells him then to take himself back to that moment. Then remove the rods. However, rage quickly manifests. Ash tries to keep himself there, but she seemingly ignores his radiation. And tells him that it's not that he can't. It's not that he can't. It's that he's choosing not to. That is, the way he carries controls him. Until he lets it go, it always will. And she asks what that weight is, and he simply says that the war took his family. Then she adds that the war was a long time ago. And then she tells him that they're going to go see the people who murdered Dr. Molotov. Teach him how to push through his anger, find peace. Because peace is everything. Then she tells her origin story. She was only 3 when the war broke out. Her family died, and she ended up in her grandmother's care. Her grandmother thought that the radiation was a divinity. After she died, a family from the church took her in. The father fell ill and died when she was 10. Mother when she was 12. The children, one after the other, a year later. All of them suffered greatly. The bodies riddled with cancer. She was 13 when the light came back, but this time people realized it was not opportunity, it was radioactivity, and it was dangerous. She was forced to run away. Flickering after the night, she was often mistaken for Tariq, the Going Man. She was hunted, blamed for Tariq's actions. Apparently Tariq's killed a lot of people. He says that he killed to protect what he thought he still had, his family. But that's not what she hears. However, 10 years previously in the desert, she met Dr. Petrov, or as Tariq knows him, Dr. Molotov. She never questioned how quickly he conceits of her vest and rods. Never imagined he made them before. Let on for Tariq. Still, even as the light dimmed because of them, she felt like she was going to explode any second. That feeling Tariq knows, but control was not found with the boron rods. She had to accept the horrible truth that she killed everyone who ever got close to her. And in her moment of clarity, she thought she wanted to die, but Dr. Molotov helped her learn how to live. And he became like a father to her for the last 10 years. And then she asked what happened between Tariq and Dr. Molotov, knowing it was something bad. Apparently, he killed a scavenger who was trying to break into the shelter that his family was in, even though it turned that it already perished inside. But he didn't know that at the time. Not for years. Molotov thought the more violent Tariq's actions, the more unstable he became. And Ash says that Dr. Molotov was right. He tries to kind of make the argument that Dr. Molotov wasn't innocent. Geiger watched Molotov execute his wife's killer. And before he defected from Russia, Molotov helped design and build the bombs that turned the U.S. into a wasteland. But then Ash argued that he helped her, though Tariq says out of guilt. But Ash counters by asking if someone seeking redemption not motivated by guilt. And she says that he judges people so harshly. So how about himself? And she asks if he believes that he's a good man. And, well, Tariq hesitates and says that he used to. But the two of them come upon a settlement known as the Hillborn. They're a loose collection of survivors who live in the irradiated hills and thrive on fear. A religious cult. They believe that the war was basically the rapture, in simple terms. But when they're confronted, the leader says that they can't be held accountable because God's chosen. And at least Tariq, if not also Ash, go nuclear and destroy the Hellborn. We see how Ash looks in her glowing woman form. But Ash tells him that the Hillborn were well deserving, but even if they had been in innocence, Tariq needs to be centered. But he says that she's asking him to become something he's not. But she counters by saying that she's asking him to be something he can become. None of them are perfect. But perfection isn't the point. They're not lost causes either. and she invites him to stay. They'll keep up the train far from Lewistown. That because, well, Lewistown has seen enough fireworks to last a lifetime. But Trig offers to say that, but when they return to Lewistown, Ash takes an elevator down to a subterranean level where the prisoner, Dr. Molotov, who was not in fact killed by the Hillborn. That is where the issue ends. Just when you think Geiger's a good ally who would be as much a help to him as he is to them, turns out they're probably somehow using him. Moving on to our next book, we've got Redcoat, number 10. Where we left off on Redcoat, Simon had an adventure with his friend Johnny Appleseed. So, the issue opens in 1890. Simon has been playing cards in a bar. More like cheating at cards in a bar, but, well, yeah. He's been found out after he's won quite a stash of money. And hops the train, figuring himself he's got away, but he knocks his head on a steel bar and dies, spilling the money out into the Missouri River. Washes ashore and tries to grovel with local establishments and turn away, and sought out a donation. And there's something going on. Annie Oakley doing her sharpshooter show. Simon gets volunteered to shoot against her. Apparently, Simon is maybe not as good of a shot as Annie, but a very good shot. However, the contest is interrupted. A woman cries for help, save her family from some outlaws that are trying to break out their brother from the Memphis jail. Annie's great at dealing with the outlaws. Simon, however, there's good marksman. Except when it counts. After Annie begins to gets hurt, basically looks into moving on from Memphis. Simon offers to buy her a drink. Annie points out that she is happily married. And she also invites him to, but she doesn't invite him to join her on the road. But it's not the best of ideas with him being immortal. And the issue ends by teasing the next issue, which will debut The Northerner. And that is where the issue ends. as much as I like actual multi-issue arcs in this book, I also really like the fact that the multi-issue arcs will occasionally take a backseat to Simon living through history. It's honestly been a really it's been it's helped. I'd say it is one of the best things about the book. Moving on though to our last image book for the week, we've got Witchblade, number 9. Where we left off, Sarah went after Jackie Estacado, Darkness. We can take the issue opens right where the last issue left off, and the Witchblade is pretty ravenous for Jackie. And he doesn't seem to be aware of the darkness, though she can see it. He thinks she's crazy, though. Also, the girl he apparently was at the moment, he was when Sarah found him. Jackie was dealing with an abusive boyfriend of a young woman who helps Jackie. But they fight, and Sarah accuses him of being a human trafficker. But at least he believes he isn't. Then she points out that a member of his family, however, is definitely. And then Captain Siri gathers up Sarah, takes her back to the priest, takes her home, but the Witchblade is silent about any warnings about Captain Siri. And she realizes something. He's just as undercover to root out the corruption in the precinct as she is. At the keep, Sarah asks Nottingham about the other relics and who are the others like her. But she goes into the study for 2 days. Apparently, as she says, in her thoughts, she says that Iron says she's a fraud, an imposter with a relic. Estacado says that she's a liar, but he doesn't think that the young gun even knows the tenth of the truth. Joe Siri isn't corrupt. Then why is he playing along with her act? Surely he doesn't know about the creosotes and all this supernatural crap. But 2 days later, Joe calls her. She's got to deliver at the precinct. as she leaves, it turns out that Nottingham is video chatting with Kenneth Irons. He's keeping her informed about Sarah. And so if he doesn't do as he's told, how else will he resurrect his wife? But Sarah's delivery is a bouquet of seems like black and blue flowers with a note saying the eye and the oyster, 8 p.m. She goes to the eye and oyster and tells her that she's not meeting Estacado there. It is devil. And that is where the issue ends as she walks into the eye and oyster. Of course, Nottingham is playing the angles. Also, Irons told that his performance was exemplary in the fighting pits. He should get a daytime Emmy award. But anyways, let's do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Twitter, Patreon, PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.